Hey YouTubers, what's up? It's Hardcore Gamer for Life, and I'm bringing you another Modern Warfare 2 match. This one is a vector free-for-all. It's going to be on Favela, and my class is going to be a holographic vector with Blue Tiger, Silence G18. Semtex and Stuns are going to be my equipment and my special grenades. Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro are my perks. Final Stand is my death streak. My kill streaks are UAV, Emergency Airdrop, and Chopper Gunner. I chose that particular kill streak loadout because A, it's something different that you don't see every day, and B, it definitely was giving me a challenge here, and I like a good challenge. So I've sped up portions of this recording, this part in the beginning, and I guess just my Chopper Gunner other than this, just in the interest of keeping the video a little shorter. And I guess I'm going to talk about Black Ops today. It's what's on everyone's mind, right? It's coming out at midnight tonight, and I'll definitely be there at the release, grabbing my copy. Gonna go online, or rather not go online, I'm gonna go and play some private matches, some multiplayer split screen, kind of get the maps down, though, before I hop right online. Definitely don't want to hop online onto maps I'm completely unfamiliar with and just get wasted. So anyways, before I go into this information that I'm going to talk about Black Ops, I'm going to do a little disclaimer, because basically this is all hearsay. I kind of heard this information to the best of my understanding of it from watching a video with Hutch, CNanners, and Sark talking about this very subject. So this is just with the disclaimer that you know, basically I'm going off what they said. It's not necessarily what Treyarch said or anything like that, so it could be not completely accurate. But this is just to the best of my understanding. So, a portion of the community is up in arms about the fact that Treyarch has apparently taken quickscoping out of Black Ops. You know, first, do I think this is a good decision? My answer would have to be no for several reasons, none of them having to do with the concerns most people are raising on this. First off, I'll say this. I'm not a quickscoper, which you will see quite clearly if you watch my one video where I attempt the technique, so my reservations with gimping quickscoping has absolutely nothing to do with me being a quickscoper, because I'm not. My first and biggest issue with the gimping of quickscoping is the way that, in my understanding, that they're going to do it will take away from the precision of the gameplay. From what I've heard, the way that they're gimping quickscoping is by making it so that when your crosshairs are centered in on someone and you zoom in on them, the game will automatically shunt your aim to the left or right, preventing you from zooming in and getting a quick sniper kill. My question is, suppose you're not using a sniper rifle and you zoom in on target. Will it still shunt your aim? If so, this, in my opinion, creates a major technical issue with Black Ops gameplay, and if not, and it only does it with sniper rifles, hands a major disadvantage to someone just because they've chosen a specific weapon class, which, in my opinion, is already a weapon class that is at a slight disadvantage compared to assault rifles and SMGs. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but snipers take a little more skill to use, quickscoping, hardscoping, or whatever. Even myself, generally a hardscoper when I snipe, love those kills when you zoom in already on target and pull the trigger. And you know, it seems like a major mistake to make to create a gameplay mechanic that actually penalizes a player for being on, if you will. I mean, people complained about Modern Warfare 2's death streaks rewarding bad players, but in my opinion, this, as I understand it, is twice as bad. Also, if it does it to all gun classes, this will make aiming down the sight, one of my favorite gameplay mechanics in shooters, useless, and the game will degenerate into everyone running around the map hip-firing with steady aim, which I would hate to see. The second reason I think it's a mistake to gimp quickscoping is that they're doing so under the misconception that quickscoping is somehow cheap or overpowered, which, in my opinion, is neither. In my opinion, a tactic that's overpowered or cheap should allow a bad or mediocre player to use a simple game mechanic to perform noticeably better than they otherwise would have without it. I personally consider myself above the ranks of mediocre or bad players, but just as an average player, I keep my KD positive, and I am improving, but I'm no CNanners or Sandy Ravage. You know, I have my good games and my bad games. I'm kind of rambling here, but my point is, when I attempt to quickscope, it actually makes the game more challenging for me, and that's not what an exploit does. It's supposed to make things easier, so I really think they're operating under false pretenses there. The third reason I think this is unnecessary is, by taking away Sleight of Hand Pro's faster aiming down the sight, they've already gimped quickscoping as it was, and anything additional is really a case of overkill. Anyone who plays or has played much Call of Duty 4 online knows that quickscoping is much less prevalent in that game because, like in Black Ops, there's no fast aiming down the sight, so only the really hardcore quickscopers play that style on that game, and I think with the way Black Ops sniping was already set up, it would have been the same way on that game anyhow. Now, while I think Treyarch is really overreacting here, I will say that I believe their intentions are in the right place. They're just doing what they're known and respected for, and that's listening to the community. Now, I know many of you out there are going, wait a second, Hardcore, the community wants quickscoping in the game. Yes, the quickscoping community does, but although they're very vocal and active in the things like competitive gaming and YouTube and such, the quickscoping community is really a comparatively small portion of the Call of Duty players. While there might be a few 100,000 really avid quickscopers, there are millions upon millions of other players who aren't. And I've noticed a growing sentiment among those players against quickscoping, or should I say, against quickscopers, and while I don't share that sentiment, I do understand where they're coming from. What's happened is certain players, mostly young kids, but it's not limited to that, are watching all these videos of, Hutch, Optic, Moody Swede, Tabe, and they get all caught up in this phenomenon of quickscoping, and then get into public matches to do it, which is fine, but then come off with this attitude, like, just because they're using a more challenging game mechanic, that everyone who doesn't use said mechanic is garbage. Now, I know this is just a small portion of the quickscopers out there, comparatively speaking, but it's that small but very vocal portion of the quickscoping community that's ruining it for everyone else. I believe Treyarch, who is well known for listening to community feedback, has received so many complaints from the community at large about this kind of behavior, along with things like people going into ground war domination and other objective-based game types to get montage clips and running around attempting 360s instead of playing the objective and things like that, that they've decided to take this drastic and unnecessary step. I understand that by and large the members of the quickscoping community are not like this, but I don't think Treyarch does, and at this point, with the game already finished and being mass-produced, I think the best we can hope for is that if this turns out to be as bad a move as it appears to be, that Treyarch will again do one of the things it does best and listen to the community and fix the issue. I also have another prediction related to this, namely that some players will discover ways to get around these restrictions and still pull this style off. I mean, think about it. Quickscopers don't only quickscope, and the way Treyarch proposes to gimp quickscoping doesn't seem like it will have any effect on no-scoping or drag-scoping, two favorite techniques of quickscopers. My bet is some players will develop a feel for nailing the exact amount of drag necessary to bring your crosshairs back on target when this mechanic throws them off. It'll cramp their style some, but I think some of the better players might actually be able to pull it off. So, this is just my 2 cents on this topic. I certainly welcome your opinions, though. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's a bad move and maybe have some angles on it that I haven't considered? Please share your opinions with me in the comment section below. Now this video is finally winding down. As you can see, I called in my chopper gunner. I did kind of crappy in it, but I've only got 2 kills left for the win. But I figured, heck, I already earned my emergency airdrop. Might as well call that sucker in. And I called it in, and about to make one of the big noob moves here. Immediately go after a package instead of wait in the bushes and see what happens, and get shot for it, but oh well. So as I said, guys, that's just kind of my 2 cents on that whole topic, and my information, as I said, could be wrong. I just got it from watching a video with Hutch, Sea-Owners, and Sark. So Hutch, if you're watching this and you gave me the wrong information, you're misleading my subscribers, man. It's not cool. Wait, sorry. Hutch, you're awesome. Anyways, don't want to diss on Hutch. Hutch kicks ass. So guys, please rate, comment, subscribe if you like what you see. As always, hardcore gamer for life, getting the game-winning kill with the Predator missile. And I'm just going to go ahead and sign out at this point, guys. Peace out and have a good one. See you on Black Ops.